Temperature. What is temperature? Some days make you sweat, other days make you shiver. Temperature is the measure of how hot or cold it is outside. Measuring temperature. Temperature is measured in degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius. A thermometer is a tool that measures temperature. A thermometer is a scale. Liquid inside moves up and down. The liquid expands when it gets hot. The liquid takes up less space when it is cool.
Tap the thermometer that shows a hot temperature. Tap the thermometer that shows a hot temperature. Oops! Tap the... Good job! I can find the temperature by finding where the red liquid stops. Oh, it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hot temperatures. Some places can reach 100 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. Death Valley in California is one of the hottest places on Earth. Sometimes extreme heat lasts for days in a row. This is called a heat wave. People must not stay outside for too long. Heat stroke can happen.
What is she wearing to help her through the heat wave?
Cold temperatures. In cold climates, temperatures often drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the coldest cities is Oymyakon, Russia. A sudden stretch of cold weather is called a cold spell. Wind makes the cold feel even colder. This is called wind chill.
What would you wear during a cold spell?
It is a good idea to stay inside on freezing days. The other option is to cover up for the cold. Frostbite can hurt bare skin. Checking forecasts. Meteorologists guess high and low temperatures every day. Check their forecasts to know how to dress for the weather.
Thanks for reading with me. Let's see what you learned about temperature. A heat wave is when it is hotter than usual for several minutes. A heat wave is when it is hotter than usual for several days. Good thinking. What is the weather like today where you live? Good work. What temperature does this thermometer show? Degrees. Try again. What temperature does this thermometer show? 20 degrees. Oops. What 10 degrees. The thermometer shows a temperature of 75 degrees.
Almost there. Keep learning for a surprise.
This is a story about Peck's birthday. To be the best readers we can be, we need to ask questions while we read. Are you ready? Yes. It was Peck's birthday, and Sandy made a cake. She went inside to get balloons. When she came back outside, the cake had disappeared. Can you think of any questions about this story? I wonder who took the cake?
Why did they take it?
Where did they take it? Let's look for the answers as we keep reading. What a mystery!
Let's keep reading the story. We can practice asking questions while we read. When we do that, it helps us understand the story better. Cody arrives to help Sandy find the cake. Can you think of a question about this page? I wonder, where will they decide to look? The friends look sad because they couldn't find the cake. Can you think of a question about this page? I wonder, will they give up and stop looking for the cake? All of a sudden, Peck shows up. Which one is a good question to ask about this page? Tap on the choices to hear them read out loud. Sandy is excited. Why is Peck covered in frosting? Good job. What do you think? Why is Peck covered in frosting? If we keep reading, we find out that Peck took the cake because it had his name on it. Let's read another story and ask questions while we read. This book is about Cody and Alo. They are hot in the sun. Which one is a good question to ask about the picture? Tap on the choices to hear them read out loud. Why is Alo digging? Yes! Asking that question will help us understand the story. Which one is a good question to ask about the picture? Tap on the choices to hear them read out loud. What will they do with the water? That's right. What do you think? What will they do with the water? If we keep reading, we find out the friends are making a swimming pool. That will keep them cool. Can you think of a question about this page? Record your voice. Tap the pencil at the top of the screen and then the microphone. Press the green check mark when you're done.
Nice work! Let's pick one of these